Heartbreak, scandalous affairs, and fiery jealousy are just a taste of what's on the menu today as we rank the most outrageous last meals of death row criminals whose crimes were fueled by passion.
Ooh. Love, hate, anger, depravity. What caused today's crimes? The world is about to find out.
How do we feel about crimes of passion?
Best crimes out there.
You'll be giving these meals your ratings before I serve up the spicy, scandalous details of these crimes.
Ooh. Interesting. What's going on here?
Some shrimp.
I know the shrimp.
Oh, it's a fillet though.
Look at that. And that, the
That's
shrimp.
Is that bacon wrap?
A little tea.
Oh, I hope that's sweet.
Is that a little tea? Is it sweet?
Oh my God.
Asparagus, bye.
Damn.
That's like a whole buffet.
Do you think they actually serve it on a silver platter? That's kind of luxurious, no?
Our first death row convict asked for a lavish meal of filet mignon wrapped in bacon, garlic butter sauteed shrimp, a baked potato topped with sour cream chives and bacon bits, corn on the cob, asparagus with hollandaise sauce, a French baguette with goat cheese and butter, cantaloupe, apple pie, vanilla ice cream, and a glass of iced tea.
Wait, what kind of pie was that?
Apple.
A filet mignon and shrimp.
This is so much food.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Based on this meal, what do you think this person did?
A real mad lunch lady. She's like, I'm getting the best spread.
That would be funny.
Murray's family.
Murdered his family, okay.
Probably arson?
Well, they're hungry boys, so I feel like they killed multiple people.
It's a serial killer that killed children.
Crime of passion.
Crime of passion. So killed multiple lovers.
I think they grew up from a rich family. That's why filet mignon is there.
Sure.
Maybe like a comfort food.
Okay.
Like their ratatouille.
Yeah, I feel like this is a dad. I'm getting the sense of the dad
Dad vibes.
murdered his entire family.
Kimmy.
Okay.
There's only one of those sticks, you know. How would you guys rank this out of 10?
It's above a 8.
7. No, 6 and 6.3.
Whole numbers
I'll give it
only.
I'll give it like a 6.
Pretty good.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it like 8.
I'm gonna give it 8 too.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It's an 9. It's an 9.
Benison, you said above an 8.
I'm going 8.
Well, let's see who ate this lavish meal. In March 1984, 23-year-old McDonald's manager and Illinois native Robert Dale Conlon, on parole for armed robbery and burglary, murdered his lover, George Grant Crooks, by stabbing him with a screwdriver after luring him to his apartment to smoke marijuana.
A screwdriver?
That's wild.
What's crazy also is like imagine going to your lover's house to just smoke a little weed, have a good time, and then you get stabbed by a screwdriver?
You think you're about to like...
Do you think it was Phillips or Flathead?
Oh, I sure hope it was Phillips. That would hurt.
To conceal the crime, Conklin dismembered Crook's body, drained the blood into the toilet,
Wait, whoa!
Whoa.
and disposed of the remains and belongings in trash bags before fleeing to Miami. Allegedly, a book describing the dissection of a body was found on the bedroom floor. On March 28th, a maintenance worker discovered Crooks' severed body parts in a dumpster 2 days after his family reported him missing. Authorities were able to link Conlon to the crime when they found a card with the name of Conlon's parole officer in the trash with the dismembered body parts.
Wait, he put his wait, what?
Wait.
Dude,
he put his business card in.
Yeah, he's like-
he was like, and I was here.
Though Conlon immediately fled to Florida after the murder, he was arrested only a week and a half later when he returned to Georgia and was seen eating at a restaurant near his apartment where the crime was committed. During Conlon's trial, he alleged that Crooks attacked him and attempted to rape him, which prompted the murder. The prosecution argued that Conlon murdered Crooks in his sleep and described the crime as exceptionally brutal, warranting a death sentence. Conlon was executed roughly 20 years later in 2005. His last meal is considered one of the most expensive last meal requests prepared by a penitentiary.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, he did the surf and turf.
Yeah.
Does this story make you guys want to change your ratings?
No, this is a 6 for me.
So,
With what I know.
I'll take the passion. I'm staying with 8.
This is a good assortment. If I'm gonna die in a couple hours, I would be fulfilled.
I mean, he bad Conlon,
Bad
man. But like good food. Yeah, like he
taste.
got good taste.
Yeah.
his case was featured in a book from 2002 called Last Meals, The Final Suppers of Serial Killers and Murderers, which features meals from some of America's most infamous serial killers. The author said Conlon's case stood out due to his unusually refined meal choices compared to the others' usual orders of fast food.
But he worked at McDonald's, so he would want something like this, I feel.
That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah, he wanted a departure from the norm.
That's scary. I would go to McDonald's now and look at every manager and be like, what are you gonna do to me?
I mean, at least he killed him in his sleep.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Are you kidding me?
An hamburger.
Oh.
Damn. I forget hamburgers have nothing but the ham. Burger.
I'm here for
Wow.
the bag.
Yeah.
The bag really adds to it. I feel like I'm
Bag,
at a
potato
doctor's
chips.
office.
This criminal declined a special last meal, but eventually ate a hamburger, some snacks from the canteen, and a cup of black coffee.
No cream, no sugar, just straight up. Can you imagine? Like, you didn't want ketchup?
No.
Plain hamburger.
Apple tea.
There's no condiments on it. There's no like pickle veggie.
No, okay. You know how there's like signs of someone being a psychopath? This man is clearly a criminal. Like,
Psychopath.
This is a killer.
So you think it's a man?
Yes.
Sad.
It's prison, girl.
I've never been to prison.
Just what I expected.
Just as I suspected.
Jack.
That's why you have the coffee.
He does this every time. Based on this meal, what do you think this person did?
They probably killed their family.
I think it's too obvious to say they're a simple person.
I feel like a lot of people are gonna be in the murder realm.
I think it's a psychopath because if you had an option to have a last meal and you just.
I think this person has a lot of thoughts. Scary thoughts.
This man has limbs in his freezer.
How would you rank this out of 10?
2.
2.
Yeah, I'd probably say 1.
1.
1.
Pretty low. I'm going with the 1 as well. He asked for coffee.
3.
4.
4.
Not
Okay.
bad.
Are you guys ready to see who ate this?
Yeah, show me.
Let me see your space.
Show me the
card.
truth.
Ooh, jump scare. Woo!
Do you guys know who this is?
No, should we?
No, is she like a
Is she famous?
household name?
That's Eileen Warnos.
No, he doesn't know who she is.
Eileen Warnos endured a lifetime of abuse before becoming one of America's most infamous female serial killers.
Whoa.
Abused people, abused people.
At 14, she became pregnant after being raped, and her grandfather threw her out, leaving her homeless and reliant on prostitution for survival. Her troubled life included a brief violent marriage to a 70-year-old yacht club owner and later a romantic relationship with Tyria Moore, a motel maid she supported through prostitution. In 1989 and 1990, Warnos, with the assistance of Moore, murdered 7 truckers while hitchhiking in Florida, claiming the killings were acts of self-defense against attempted rape or assault.
7.
7.
Huh.
After abandoning a victim's car on July 4th, 1990, she was identified through fingerprints linked to a Florida database. Arrested on January 9th, 1991, Warnos confessed to the murders with Moore's cooperation, securing immunity for her lover. Convicted in 1992, Warnos ultimately received 6 death sentences, admitting to robbery and killing witnesses, but later reaffirming claims of self-defense. While on death row, Warnos accused prison staff of abuse and submitted a 2001 petition to terminate her appeals, declaring her intent to kill again and insisting she hated human life.
There was never a happy point in this woman's life.
No.
Prior to her murking 7 truckers.
She gave interviews criticizing society, the legal system, and her portrayal in the media before being executed by lethal injection in October of 2002. Her infamous final words read, "Yes, I would just like to say I'm sailing with the Rock, and I'll be back, like Independence Day with Jesus. June 6th, like the movie. Big mothership and all. I'll be back. I'll be back."
Damn, that's ominous.
This woman's kinda
She
crazy.
said all that.
Yes.
How did she get that in so quick?
She really looked like she's been through a lot. I'm sorry this was her last meal. She's never probably been to Disneyland.
So Eileen has had a movie made about her called Monster.
Oh my god, that's based off her?
Yes. And Charlie Theron played Eileen Warnos. And she won an Oscar for it.
Charlize, Big C.
That's her in character.
In character.
That
Wow.
is wild.
But it looks exactly like her too then.
So that's why I asked if you guys have heard of her, because like the movie
Nah, I've
was
never watched
pretty-
it.
Yeah.
I watched it.
Still a 1.
Still a 1.
You guys aren't gonna bump it up. after
For
hearing that
what? For her
story?
final words? Like
Yeah.
they were like, okay.
All right, you guys ready to see who's next?
Yeah, get rid of burger.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Ooh. Ooh.
What is going on here?
Not deli meat.
What's going on here?
What is on here?
You got a pizza cut?
Yeah, that's some old school charcuterie there. That's some...
What is this?
Pasta,
Pasta salad?
Oh!
Yeah.
I am a whore for Coke.
It is like the first charcuterie board ever made.
Got some cold cuts.
Our next criminal requested a large cheese pizza, cheese slices, cold cuts, pasta salad, iced cupcakes, and a 2-liter bottle of Coke for their last meal.
Were they 7 years old at Chuck E. Cheese? Like, what's
I
happening?
don't know. Do you think they were?
Whoa.
Yes, with the Coke.
Damn.
Just don't even know how to attack this.
I feel like I'm back at CC's Pizza.
I have weird taste buds and I kind of like, this looks weird, but it might go together.
Cheers.
All right, we got a Lady and the Tramp this pizza.
It's happening.
Cute. Wow. Based on this meal, what do you think this person did?
Like
Yeah.
mobster stuff.
Ooh.
Somebody's dead, right? Because why would they be on death row?
Well,
for that?
somebody's dead.
So based on this meal,
Mmm.
how would you rank it?
They're salty, they're sweet. There's a drink.
So the bar is in hell.
I think about a 7.
Yeah.
7. Okay. Wow.
I do a 6.
I'm gonna give it like a 6.
A 4.
This pisses me off, so I'm gonna say 3.
I'm gonna go 3 as well.
This meal was for the violent Leon Moser, a man who had a history of abusing his ex-wife, Linda. On Palm Sunday, after attending a church service, Moser murdered Linda and their 2 young daughters.
Oh.
The killings followed an argument about the custody arrangement for their children. After the service, the girls were supposed to spend the afternoon with Moser, but he instead asked Linda if he could take them to his parents' home in Wisconsin for a visit. When she refused, the situation escalated to tragedy. After attempting to walk away from the argument, Moser shot his daughter Joanna with a bolt-action rifle in the back of her head. He then shot Linda in the back of the head, and then his other daughter Donna in the head. After the killings, he fired a few more shots in the air and fell to the ground as if he was also shot, and laid there until the police arrived.
What?
Shot him in the air.
However, his plan did not work. Moser was immediately arrested for the murder and pled guilty to the murders and a weapon charge.
Yeah, you think it was, what, they weren't going to check her pulse or something? Are you a dummy?
He did not attempt to fight his death sentence and refused all appeals. After entering his plea, he even stated, "I request the death penalty and that it be carried out as soon as possible." While on death row, despite encouragement from fellow inmates and supporters, Moser refused to appeal and was ultimately executed by lethal injection.
I mean, nobody should be murdered, but a 7-year-old?
When
Yeah.
kids are involved, yeah,
Yeah, a 9-year-old?
for no reason.
I feel gross now.
Yeah, icky. that one got me. That,
Does this story make you want to change your rating?
Oh no, he
Well, food
knew
is
what
food.
he
Now,
was,
here's
was
the thing.
talking
Food is food.
about.
I hate him, but
Yeah, we don't like him.
In the face? In the head? Blah, blah. Nah. I don't like that. Kids? Nah.
to release that on the entire family is so awful and
Yeah.
tragic and ew.
Damn, someone's always got to kill something for a good meal, right?
Huh.
wow.
Oh.
What's going on here?
Enchiladas!
Enchilada.
With the fish and chips.
Bro, yeah, milk?
Milk.
You have to miss me with that one.
Glass of milk. Why?
4 cheese enchiladas, 2 fish patties, fries, and a lemon pie with milk is what this inmate ate before their execution.
He didn't care to ask for sauce.
It's prison, girl.
These are all very, like, crunchy and kind of nice.
I don't know what it is, but like milk grosses me out.
As you dip it.
Don't have sauce again. Let's
God.
make do.
Based on this meal, who do you think this person was, and what did they do?
He killed a family.
Killed a family?
He killed a family.
The blandness is giving Caucasian. Milk? Yeah, white.
He killed his own mistress.
It's better than the last one, I think, though, because it all kind of goes together. I would give this like a 6.
I would say I'll give it a 5.
A smooth one, but like
5. 4.
I say 5.
I'm gonna also say 5.
I feel like I'm in elementary school again, drinking milk with my lunches.
In October 1983, Alicio Moreno went on a 160-mile jealousy-fueled rampage when his wife left him. During this rampage, he killed 6 people in the Houston area. The spree,
Holy
the spree began with his wife's brother and sister-in-law, who he murdered in cold blood when they refused to tell him where his wife was staying. While on his way to kill his wife, a state trooper stopped him for a traffic violation. Alicio then murdered him for stopping him. He then killed
He murdered a cop?
state trooper.
How are you supposed to get away from that?
He then killed 3 elderly people.
Oh, okay, that's what killed me.
The olds!
Yeah.
After taking a family hostage and attempting to flee, he was arrested at a roadblock while driving toward the Rio Grande Valley with another hostage.
Oh my god.
Moreno was sentenced to death in 1984 for the murder of Trooper Russell Boyd and received additional prison terms for the other killings. He pleaded guilty to all charges, refused appeals, and was executed via lethal injection at the Huntsville unit on March 4th, 1987, after 3 years on death row.
It's crazy that he just doesn't seem like he gives a His mugshot gives "I do it again."
What do you think about his food choices, knowing that he's not white?
Knowing that he's not white.
Well, he was clearly out of his mind.
I feel like I was going a little high on the 5. I'd probably bring it down a notch there.
Yeah.
Because this.
I almost went up.
Well,
I'm
he
sorry.
had-
I'm
he
sorry
had
to all
enough
my white.
calcium to kill all those people.
Sorry to all my white friends.
Oh my god, cheesecake?
Ooh.
Burger.
I love that there's a dessert with every single one.
I know. They really did think about the complete meal.
Oh my God.
Ooh.
Hold on now,
She's
chat.
thick.
Oh.
Ooh. It's giving watermelon.
What?
This next person had an affinity for dairy because they requested a meal of double cheeseburgers, fries, strawberry cheesecake, and a vanilla milkshake, as well as some grapefruit juice for their last meal.
I have an affinity for dairy as well.
I hate grapefruit.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of grapefruit.
Oh.
Do you do this?
Oh.
Oh, you have to. It's the
Yeah.
law.
Like, did you really eat if you didn't do that?
I'll put you on death row if you don't do that.
Cheers.
Oh my God. Stay together.
I'm not mad at this. This is a little questionable to me. Don't need it. It looks like a V8.
This one has condiments. I wasn't ready.
Milkshake brings all the boys to the yard.
All the boys to the prison.
Goes to the prison, yeah.
How'd you guys rank this?
I feel like it's a very American classic diner.
I give this like a 6.
I feel like 7.
Whoa.
7, okay.
I'm gonna give this a 6.
I would say like an 8 for me.
I'm gonna say 9.
What do you think this person did?
Ooh. Murdered an innocent infant.
As opposed to a guilty infant. 25-year-old Robert J. Van Hook met a man named David Self at a Cincinnati bar popular among gay men. Though this was not just an innocent meet cute.
Ooh.
Van Hook, who was actually a straight man, had a history of luring and robbing gay men. Van Hook and Self left the bar and went back to Self's apartment, where Van Hook attacked and strangled Self until unconscious. He then stabbed Self to death with a kitchen knife. Before fleeing the apartment, Van Hook ransacked the apartment and took some jewelry. He was arrested nearly 2 months later in Florida. He confessed to the murder and admitted his history of luring men with the intention of robbing them, which he started doing at the age of 15.
Dang.
Van Hook's case drew national attention when his defense team argued that homosexual panic triggered the killing. However, the courts rejected this defense, citing Van Hook's established history of targeting and robbing gay men before Self's murder. In July 2018, 33 years after the crime, Van Hook was executed at the Southern Ohio Correctional Facility. Due to the change in capital punishment rulings, he was the last person executed in Ohio by lethal injection and the last person period as of 2024.
Wow.
Because why don't just keep him in prison? If you're going to hold him for 30 years.
The gay panic defense.
That was an interesting thing.
If you're targeting only gay men, you're obviously suppressing
Closeted a little bit.
closeted feelings. And that's why it's so important to have inclusivity in the world.
You dumb guy. But I like his food.
Yeah. I would have loved him to try to rob me.
Does that story make you guys want to change your rating at all?
No.
Yeah.
But it makes me sad.
Yeah, rating remains, but it's
Yeah.
dumb.
Whack.
Bad. Bleh.
Oh.
Now, if this is a woman, I'm gonna be shocked.
Is this a cigar?
Hate cigars.
Yeah, cigars.
It's chocolate.
Oh.
This death row prisoner ate a prime rib steak, ice cream, and smoked a cigar as their final meal.
Oh, okay, this meal is kind of crazy though, cause like why?
You
Wait,
got something sweet and
so
salty.
what is?
So yeah, this is
It's interesting.
interesting.
Yeah.
You see how when I was committing crimes.
Prime rib, some ice cream, and a cigar, huh?
Wow, a balanced meal.
Not my thing.
Not my thing either.
It's kind of boring, kind of
Yeah.
plain. Like, it's not a fillet.
This shit's ass.
This would be like a 3. Yes.
I'm gonna give it a 2.
0.
I think I would give it a 1 because of the cigar.
I'm gonna give this a 2.
I'm gonna give it a 3.
Whoa.
I've never seen a cigar before. So a point for creativity.
What do you think this person did?
I want to say shot children. Multiple children.
Psychopath.
Yeah, 10.
It's a family.
Cannibalism.
Someone didn't do something right with the family.
In Pottstown, Pennsylvania, sometime in the 1950s, a man named Ralph Hudson met a lovely waitress named Myrtle at a restaurant that he used to work in. They became betrothed and eventually married. But, as most of these cases have ended, Ralph became extremely abusive towards Myrtle, thus ending their marriage just a few months after those wedding bells rang.
Oh no, so swift.
Hudson had a relatively extensive arrest history for offenses such as public intoxication and disorderly conduct. He was also convicted of assault, battery, and attempted burglary, all after he tried to break into the home of a couple named the Lighthisers, who were housing his estranged wife. He tried to break in so that he could beat her.
Oh.
He was sentenced to jail for 6 months, but got out early on good behavior.
Oh
Wow.
no.
Being a good egg.
And then he got her.
A few days later, Hudson went on a drinking binge and repeatedly called and threatened the Lighthisers in the middle of the night, asking about the whereabouts of Myrtle. The Lighthisers went to the police station to file a complaint against Hudson, but as they were at the police station, Hudson went to a discount store, bought a bread knife, and went to the restaurant Myrtle worked at and stabbed her multiple times.
In the restaurant?
The same restaurant where they met. Hudson was
She was
arrested.
still working there?
Hudson was arrested, was offered a plea deal for second-degree murder by prosecutors that would have spared him the death penalty. However, he refused. His trial lasted 5 days, and he admitted to the drinking binge and the intention to murder Myrtle. Allegedly, his attorney stated that Hudson did not express the will to live. And he said, "I loved my wife more than life itself. I worshipped the ground she walked on."
What?
Has he killed her?
After a series of attempted appeals, Hudson was on death row for 13 months and was said to be a model prisoner. After his execution, he was buried in an unmarked grave.
Unmarked?
Well, that's mysterious and kind of cool.
I love my wife more than life itself. Bullshit. Like,
Yeah.
what?
Lies.
Lies.
The reasoning behind crime being love is nuts.
Doesn't
like
make
it's just
any
like,
sense.
yeah, it's like I killed you, but I worshipped you.
I want someone like that.
Like, are you kidding me?
Whoa.
Wild.
Ooh!
Come on, send a twist.
Okay.
Okay, let's go. We're talking here.
Before our final criminal's execution, they enjoyed a chicken taco salad, a Mexican pizza, 2 enchiladas, 2 chicken soft tacos, cinnamon twists, a slice of pecan pie, and 2 cans of Coke.
See, they knew life is worth living, but not for that long.
All right.
Kind of a vibe.
Okay. Okay, Taco Bell.
This is pretty pretty Mexican.
I would thank them. I'd be like, thank you so much. Like,
These people like Mexican food.
Based
you
on
go.
this meal, what do you think they did?
let this one be this is the last one?
Yes.
Let this one be the mistress.
They
Killed somebody.
they worked at Taco Bell. They fell in love with their manager. The manager, they one day found their manager sleeping with someone else, and then they went and stabbed them with a gordita.
Like a young adult in college.
Killed somebody. Like, someone's dead. Someone's dead.
And how would you rank it?
I'm going 7.
I'm going 8. I'm going 9. I love Taco Bell.
Dude, I'm going 8. I'm opening up to 8.
How is that?
I might
Was
give
that
this a
good?
9, honestly.
I might say a 10.
8.
Nah, I was like, this is up there. It's like
Easily.
an 8. I haven't eaten everything.
8s all around.
But I'm like, Taco Bell, great pick, my friend.
Hell yeah.
Marilyn, you dumb.
Okay, Marilyn.
Plants.
Our last death row meal belongs to Marilyn Plants, who in 1988 murdered her husband over the money from his $300,000 life insurance policy.
I would too.
However, Marilyn did not do the killing herself. She hired her teenage lover, William Clifford Bryson, and his friend Clinton McKimble to do the dirty work.
The mister.
As Plants' husband Jim was coming home from working a night shift, Bryson and his accomplice attacked him in the Plants' home as his young children were sleeping in the room next door. After the attack, Marilyn arose out of the bed and instructed the 2 men to burn him to make it look like an accident. 2 men shoved Jim into a truck and drove him out to a remote road. The 2 staged Jim behind the wheel of a truck, stuffed a rag in the gas tank, and attempted to light it. However, it did not explode. They then pulled Jim out of the truck, doused him in gasoline, and lit him on fire. As the 2 men murdered Jim, Marilyn stayed home and cleaned up the bloodstains from the attack. The 3 were then arrested. Bryson and Plants were tried jointly and both sentenced to death, and McKimble sentenced to life in prison in exchange for a testimony against Bryson and Marilyn. Marilyn was executed in 2001 by lethal injection.
Wow. Dang.
Yeah.
Teenage
Okay, I'm
lover.
gonna lie. That's the craziest one I feel like.
So she was, I'm so sorry, still married to her husband, and then had a teenage lover. Oh, Marilyn.
Is it worth getting life insurance when everyone's gonna murder you over it?
I feel like depending on how gruesome the murder is, you shouldn't get a death row meal.
Honestly, this one's just so good. I don't even care what she did. Like, it's bad. It's so bad.
Like,
But
she
I'm
had
like,
someone else do it.
Yeah,
So it wasn't like her.
it's not that bad.
I
I'm
love
like-
Taco Bell.
Yeah, Taco Bell? No, it's gonna stay the same.
Well, my friends, I have tallied up the scores, and the best meal was this last one. Girl Boss
Hey.
Marilyn.
Come on, Marilyn.
Cause she knew how to eat and indulge.
Wait,
Really?
what?
Over the steak and shrimp?
Yep. The worst one was the one right before this, which was the cigar and the ice cream.
Yeah, he deserved that.
Yeah.
The meat, the cream, and gar.
Yeah, that was pretty mid.
That sounds about right.
I stand by that.
Honestly, the dry ass hamburger was the worst one.
Yeah, that one was pretty bad.
Well, that's our episode. Any final thoughts?
Murder is bad.
Yeah, don't be doing that, kids. And love each other and accept each other.
Don't commit crimes.
People on death row really like cheese.
Can y'all have better taste when you kill or when you decide to kill? Because damn.
Actually, if you're killing people, I know you don't have good taste because why would you kill anybody?
I was gonna say, maybe just don't kill people.
Say no to crime.
Say no to crime. Say yes to passion.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day, Nicole. Happy Valentine's Day to all you lovers. Please do not take after any of the people in this episode, but let us know what crimes you want to see us do next. I mean, like,
Phrasing.
let us know what crimes you want to see me do. Bye.